After winter, our body's internal system can feel a little down. So to get out of that winter funk and ready for spring, Justin Bedrum from Anata Yoga is here to show us some detox yoga to get your body feeling good and ready for the warm weather. Let's get right into it.
All right, thank you so much. We're going to start with our feet together, standing with your feet with your center lines of your feet parallel, and bring your hands to heart center. Then on an inhale, reach your arms out and up to the sky. Keep your shoulders soft. And exhale, prayer twist. Bring your hands back to heart center. Take a squat. And then bring your left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. So you can actually put your elbow down on your thigh. Okay. And then press your right hand down into your left to help you twist. So twists are really good for detoxing the body. They stimulate the internal systems and they get everything moving that if it got a little stagnant for winter. If you want a gentler twist, you can place your right hand on your thigh and your left hand on a block instead. So that's a little bit easier twist. Put the block right, in the middle of your feet. And then from here, you can stand back up. Inhale, reach the arms out and up to the sky, and we'll go to the left. Exhale, prayer twist to your left. Take your squat. Bring the right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. So when you're doing a twist, make sure the right knee doesn't poke forward. So you want the knees to stay nice and squared. Yeah, that helps to have the hips squared, and it also helps you to have a nice safe twist. Because if the hips are out of line, then the spine is kind of a little funky. So you want to make sure your spine is nice and straight when you're in your twist. And then from here, inhale, reach the arms out and up, untwisting. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Now we're going to step our feet to hip bone width apart. So hip bone width apart is about 2 fist widths. So that's a nice way to judge the distance between your feet.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, exactly.
2 fists, okay.
All right, hands can come back to heart center. And then spread your right toes nice and wide and step your left foot straight back to a lunge position. And then inhale your arms up to the sky for crescent lunge. So when you're in a lunge position, you want to make sure your right knee is directly on top of your ankle, so you can unbend your knee a little bit to get it right on top of the ankle.
Like that?
Yes, exactly. Or you can scoot your feet a little bit wider apart front to back. We're going to go to another twist from here. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, revolve your crescent lunge. Bring your hands through heart center and your left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. So very similar to prayer twist, but now we've got a leg behind you, so you're getting a little stretch in the hip flexor as well.
Oh yeah, I can feel that.
Yeah. If you'd like to take a more gentle twist on this one, your right hand can come to your thigh, and you could bring your left hand on your block under your shoulder. So that's a way to modify the twist so it's not quite so deep if your back's a little tight. So let's unravel. Inhale, reach the arms back up to crescent lunge. And exhale, step to the front of your mat, and we'll do the other side. So feet hip bone width apart again. Spread your left toes wide and step your right foot straight back to a lunge position.
I forgot my right and left for a second.
It's a very common thing. I forget it too. Inhale the arms up to the sky and let the shoulders be soft. So try to get equal weight between your front and your back foot. So your back leg stays nice and strong. Roll your tailbone forward and through so the low back gets long. And we're going to go to the twist next. Deep breath in. And exhale, twist to your left, bring your hands through heart center and your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh.
So while we are twisting, we actually have more yoga later in the show. And we're gonna help you untwist your spine. So we'll bring that to you later.
We are back with Justine Bedrum, and she's going to show us perfect yoga moves to help the spine and to open up our shoulders. We've been huddling up under blankets all winter long. And I'm wearing these clothes right now to prove a point. You don't need to change to do yoga really well. You don't need to have a special outfit. You don't even need to sweat that much. You can do it because no matter what you do, just one move is beneficial.
Exactly. These postures are made for everybody. They're going to be on the floor, so they don't require a lot of strength. They don't require a lot of flexibility. They're just gentle enough to open up the shoulders and the back.
Okay.
Oh, so you could probably do this while you're watching Massive
Exactly.
Come on down to the floor. Folks, roll up those sleeves, do it with us, get off the couch. Come on.
All right. So let's come onto our hands and knees, coming into tabletop pose. So it's a crawling position. 2 fist widths between the knees, and your hands are shoulder width apart. We're going to do a little cat-cow breathing to warm up the spine. So on an inhale, lift your face, chest, and tail for cow pose. And exhale, round your spine, tuck chin, tuck tail for cat. So that's moving our spine. Inhale, lift face, chest, and tail for cow. Through extension, this is extending. And exhale, tuck your chin, tuck your tail for cat. This is flexion.
Now, Justine, if people don't have a mat like this, but maybe they have a carpeted floor, will it work similarly?
Yes. For these postures, it's fine. You don't need a sticky mat for these postures because they won't get slippery. You can be on your carpet, you can be on a beach towel, whatever you need for this particular sequence.
That'll be fun to do it at the beach.
Oh yes, this is a great sequence for the beach.
So yeah, once it gets warmer out, people can go outside to parks and do it too.
Yeah, exactly.
Fun.
So let's come down onto our bellies, and we're going to open up the shoulders a little bit. I'm going to scoot forward so we've all got a little room. Reach your left arm straight out from your shoulder.
Yeah, I don't want to hit you.
Now move back.
And then bend your left elbow to 90 degrees. So we're going to stretch out the shoulders by rolling over onto our left side a little bit. So bring your left elbow straight towards me.
Straight towards you.
Yeah, there
Like
you go,
that?
there you go. Even farther up a little bit. Yeah, so you get a nice stretch in the front of the
Yeah,
shoulder.
now I feel it.
So you can reach your right leg behind you as a counterweight if you'd like. If that's too much, then just leave your leg where it is.
Now, am I supposed to feel a little tenseness in my shoulder right there?
You're supposed to feel a little release in your shoulder. So
Oh, okay,
you
maybe
sure,
I
you should be feeling a nice
confused the
stretch.
two.
Yes, exactly. So let's come back to center and go to the other side. So you can reach your right arm straight out from the shoulder and then bend the right elbow to 90 degrees and then roll over onto your right side. So if your shoulder starts to come up by your ear, you might have to scoot your elbow back a little bit farther. Yeah, so it gives you a little extra. So you should feel a nice stretch in the front of the shoulder. You can walk your hand out just a little bit. You'll get a little more. Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Good.
I can feel
Justine,
that.
if people are maybe new to this yoga or they're just breaking in, should they consult a physician? Should they talk to someone first?
Yes, it's always a good idea. You can come back to center when you're starting a new exercise activity to consult a physician first. But these particular postures are really gentle, so they're unless you've got major issues with your back, they're probably
true.
going to be fine. So you can bring your hands right in line with the center of your chest. We're going into Cobra pose next to open up the upper back. So when you breathe in, you're going to lift your face and chest. Don't actually use your hands, so you're not pushing yourself up.
Oh.
You're using your back muscles to lift you. You can root your feet down into the floor too. You can put your hands down, but I was just proving a point
It's
there.
harder to do it that way.
Yeah,
And I'm feeling it
exactly,
in the
exactly.
small of my back, too.
Yeah, exactly. You're strengthening those muscles,
Well,
which
and-
helps make them less prone to injury.
And those muscles, sometimes people forget about your back and your core muscles. Those are imperative to just overall health.
Exactly, exactly. We think a lot about, you can come back down. We'll go to locust pose next. Interlace your fingers behind your back, zip up your legs, and now inhale, lift your face, chest, arms, and legs.
Oh,
So getting even more.
yeah, that's a big stretch.
Yeah, so we think about core strength as being the front, but this is getting the back side of your core. Your core actually goes all the way around. It's not just your abs of steel, it's all the way around.
You must have seen my abs then, you know they're of steel.
Yeah.
You know his secret.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
let's
the
go
close-up shot
back
of me.
down.
Thank you very much.
Good. Got one more posture to go. This
right.
is called bow pose, Dhanurasana. That's a Sanskrit word for it. You can bend your knees and reach back and grab your feet or your ankles from the outside. Don't let your knees splay wide. Keep them right in at hip bone width. And then on an inhale, lift your face and chest. And exhale, kick into your hands to lift yourself up a
Oh,
little
you go
bit.
much higher than I
you're
do.
making
though.
I've been doing this for a long time.
You're making a note. Oh, you're supposed to keep your thighs
like I'm
down.
still on the floor.
Your thighs don't, they can lift a little bit, but draw your knees in a little bit so they're hip bone width. Yeah, there you go. You can either flex or point your feet, whatever feels right for you. And then we can lower back down nice and slowly. Turn your head to one side, rest your arms at your sides, palms facing up.
Well, it feels nice for me to take a little break right now. Let's all take a break.